It's an exciting day for Barb and I both because guess what? It's the beginning of glass blowing season and it's 53 degrees outside and we're going to put the furnace together over the next couple days and have it up and running. So the first thing we have to do is we're going to remove the guard that keeps the door from falling over into our laps when it's 2150 degrees. So we're going to remove this right here. Okay, so this is our guard that when attached to the wall of the furnace keeps the door from falling over into our laps, which is a very good safety feature. Next we're going to slide our door over a little bit. When I move this door, I've got to grind the front of it, but I'm just going to move it from point A to point B right now. So I want to lean the door back to me. I want to grab it underneath, just like this. And you can see the front of the door has a little bit of glass on it. From the fumes of charging the furnace, this gets stuck to the face of the door. So we're going to grind this off and we'll give it just a slight coat. Okay, this is going to get ground down. See, we don't want things like that. We don't want things like that. We want to make it like this and then we're going to skim coat it. So I did the repair work in the spring of last year. So now we're going back in. We're going to get this area cleaned up and we have to wire brush the entire inside of the furnace. And then we're going to paint it with a very thin coat of watered down frac. So we're going to paint it with a thin coat and we're going to allow that to dry for 24 hours. So this process that I'm doing now is pretty good, but we need to get it done before we can take the door outside and get it ground. The other thing we're going to have to do is before we install the coils is we're going to grind down the face of this and we're going to patch all of this area right here so that we have a nice clean opening to work with. And you'll see that inside here, these were my tools of choice in the spring. So we're going to get this all cleaned up right here. Right now it's going to look a lot different the next time Barbara films this. Just changed out the thermocouple. So we have a type R thermocouple. I just redid the face of the opening of the furnace and I just redid the top of the front of the door. Air blowing on the mud that has fixed the front of the furnace and the front of the door. So tomorrow we'll be installing the door. That time to turn the furnace on is going to be tomorrow about this very same time in about 24 hours, y'all. We talked about the door and we had to do a little bit of repair on it and we also had to do a little repair on the face of the furnace. Now the only reason I can get my hand anywhere close to this right now is because I believe it's only up at about 95 degrees. So yeah, we just did flip the switch on the furnace. We're excited about it. We're trying out some new coils this year and we're hoping that they're going to be really good for us as well. So our projects start in 36 hours. As soon as the furnace gets up to temperature, you know, we bring our furnace up really slow because we never empty it with glass. Also, our crucible is what they call invested, which means it's sitting in a block of fiber of a refractory cement. So as long as we take care of it, bring it up slow and don't crack it, we're really in good shape. So we bring our furnace up roughly 100 degrees an hour for about 10 hours. Once it reaches 1,000 degrees, then we let it take off like a rocket to its working temperature, which is 2,150 degrees. I know that sounds a little hot, but we make a lot of Christmas ornaments here in Conway Glass, and that hot temperature allows us to get just the exact amount of glass that we need. So 2,150 degrees is when our furnace will idle at 2,150. So anyway, we've got right over here to my right is our glory hole. Now last year we did a little bit of remodeling on our glory hole. We got a new set of doors, which is awesome, and we also installed a new liner. So that, you know, each year you should do a little bit of maintenance on your equipment, because you don't want to have to do it all at one time. When it goes, it's going to go. So just do a little bit of maintenance, a little bit at a time each year, and you'll find it'll be a little bit easier on your budget. Ed, I'm in the glass studio. We just turned on the glass blowing furnace. This is a big day here at Conway Glass.